good, guys? I'll tell you about the most important elements that got me from a boy to a man that I wish I had somebody to tell me. I want you to look at me as a big brother. I'm in my 30s and I'm speaking from pure experience. I have no notes, nothing. So listen to me carefully. The first thing that got me from a boy to a man, I understood that there is no completion. There's no one day it will be done. One day it will be over. One day I'll be able to do that. One day my girl is gonna stop complaining. One day she's gonna change. There's no such thing as one day. There is no completion. It's an endless tunnel that you're going through. The struggles are gonna keep coming. There's no such thing as a moment where you go, now I can just chill. Now I can just relax. There is no completion. Most postponing that's gonna happen is due to perfectionism. Honestly, being a perfectionist is just a sexy way to say, I'm afraid to fail. It's one thing I realized, no matter what I achieve, no matter what I've done, there's always some struggle coming with it. And that comes to the idea of nothing rests. Everything keeps moving. Everything has opposites. If you have no girls, then you have problems of being alone. If you have girls, then you have problems of rejection, problems with girls. If you make money, then you have bigger problems. If you have no money, then you have money problems. Always ongoing. There's no moment where you go, it's over. So you have to accept that fact that that's what makes life, that endless tunnel, okay? Stop hoping for completion. Life will get better, but it's an endless tunnel. Second thing that got me from a boy to a man, work out and learn how to fight. There's certain things that are spoken without being spoken. I don't know what is it, but first of all, there's a certain look into your eyes that change when you learn how to fight. When you start working out, people even take you seriously. People trust you even more. I remember when I was super skinny and I just started working out, boxing, getting some volume in the shoulders and everything. My boss, at that time, gave me a raise for no reason, just because you just increase respect. Start working out, get some volume, you're gonna get respect. You're gonna feel different. You're gonna walk different. And most importantly, learn how to fight. Do some boxing, some martial arts, or anything. Once you learn how to fight, your body language is gonna change, your demeanor is gonna change, eye contact is gonna change, everything's gonna change about it. Men are gonna respect you, women are gonna respect you more. Third thing, you got to learn game. You got to go through the bullshit you go through when you deal with women. Breakups, female nature. You gotta learn how to be cold. You gotta learn how to get women. You gotta learn that whole world of game. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna talk about it because that's a whole video on what is game and what is it all about, right? But you have to learn to deal with women, learn how to get women, learn how to keep women, learn how to be okay when women leave you and trying to manipulate you, not to fall for their stuff. Listen, the biggest fallout I've ever seen in my life were always due to women. I mean, emperors fell because of women. Caesar fell because of Cleopatra, right? I mean, the biggest loss of money were due to divorce, were due to this. Always there's some women in the equation. You got to learn game. You got to build a heart resistant to that. You gotta learn how to deal with women. You gotta build a certain coldness in your heart toward that. Fourth thing, you gotta have a purpose in life. You gotta have a meaning, something that you work toward, because that's what's gonna keep your emotional flow going. That's what's gonna keep you sane. Even when you go in through a breakup with a woman, you have a purpose and nothing is gonna really shake you. Once I got my purpose going, it's hard to move me out of my center. Hard to get me mad. It's hard to manipulate me. For me, if I'm with a girl and it's 11:30 and I have to wake up early, you have to leave because I have a purpose. I have something more important than you. If you have something more important than women, then you can never be needy. You can never be manipulated. You always have a meaning in your life. You have a reason to wake up in the morning. That is very, very crucial as a man. You don't have that, but you're just gonna be slave to your emotions. You're lost. You absolutely need a purpose in your life. The fifth thing, money is important. You know, I always hear oh, money is not everything. That's like saying water is not everything. Yeah, no shit. Of course it's not everything, but it is something, and it is something very, very important. You're gonna feel different when you make money. People are gonna treat you different. And it's not even about, it's the only thing, some people have problems in their life. Yeah, of course. But there's a certain peace of mind that you're gonna have when you have money. A certain respect you gain when you have money. Certain comfort you gain with certain security, which is most important. One of the most common cause of divorces or separation is money, is the feeling of there's no security. Financial stress is a big issue. So anybody telling you, money is not important, money is absolutely important. I don't care what anybody says. Once you start making money, you feel different. Why you never see any rich guy, rich person giving away their money? They all say, money doesn't make you happy. But yeah, of course, because happiness is moments, but poverty doesn't make you happy either. So, I would rather live with money than live in misery. Money is absolutely important. You need it for everything. You need it for your kids. You need it for women. You need it for your life. You need it for your security. You need it for your health. You need it for your legal defense. You you need it for everything. So let's cut the crap. Money is not important. Money is absolutely important. And the moment you accept this fact, you stop being in denial. You start actually admiring people that made money, and you start actually listening to what they say, start taking advice from them, and you start taking it seriously. That's when you went from a boy to a man. My opinion. That's what happened to me, at least. Number 6, nobody coming to save you. This is sometimes hard for people to understand or to accept. Like they hear it until you internally, like really internally accept it and believe it. A lot of people have this idea of like, someday somebody's coming to save, someday somebody's coming to make life right for me, someday if I suffer long enough, some savior is gonna come and make life right for me, somebody's gonna put me on, somebody's gonna come and give me my opportunity. It doesn't happen like that. You're gonna wait and you're gonna wait. Time are gonna pass by, months, years, decades, and you blink, now you're 50. You let your life pass by because you were waiting for that moment, like some magic is gonna happen. Like there's this weird stigma. People believe that someday they're gonna make it, someday they're gonna do something. It just doesn't work like that. It's just like a narcissistic belief, a narcissistic behavior. Someday everything's gonna fall into place, everything's gonna get better for you. It doesn't work like this. If you don't do something, nothing is gonna get better. And until you understand this and you internalize this 100%, like deep down in your core, you absolutely believe that. Until that happens, you can't become a man. I'm just being real. Number 7, the day you realize that your parents don't even know is the day you become a man. One of the harshest realizations I had when my father died, and I looked at my mother. I was 9 years old. I looked at my mother and I can see in her eyes that she's lost. She doesn't know what's going on, what she's gonna do, what's next. And that realization was so harsh. That's when I realized, I was like, when you're a kid, you wanna believe that your parents know. You wanna believe that they know everything. You know what I mean? You wanna feel safe in their guidance. But it's their first time living too, that is just trying to figure it out as much as you're trying to figure it out. When I realized that, I know that's when I went from a boy to a man, because from that moment, I just realized it's up to me to make something happen. It's up to me to make something out of my life. She doesn't even know. She's trying to figure it out as much as I'm trying to figure it out. That was a harsh realization, but it was a very important realization. And I think you should have that realization as well, for you to take full responsibility of your life. My parents are there, and I'm gonna give them as much love as I can. I'm gonna take as much love as I can from them and the amount of guidance that I can. But at the end of the day, the first time living too, they don't know as much as you do, in my opinion. Number 8, real friends are really hard to come by. When you're young, when you're a kid, it's easy to make friends because your personality and your ways are not really set that much. You can be friends with anybody because it's just all set on fun. Who's gonna have fun? Oh, okay, we're friends. But the older you get, first of all, you get certain ways, certain personality get formed, and you start having goals, you start having a vision of your life, and somebody's not toward that vision. You're gonna realize you can't really be friends with these people. And most importantly, you're gonna realize that most guys don't have that much integrity as much as you would like to believe. That's why I say real friends are hard to come by. Once you make a real friend with integrity, hold on to them. It is not that simple to have real friends. Friends that are not gonna go trying to sleep with your ex or try to sleep with your girl or anything. And by the way, it was one of the rules I have, non-negotiable, is if you don't have any game, you don't know how to get women, you can't be my friend. Because I know you're gonna stab me in the back. You're gonna sell me out for some pussy. You can't be my friend. Can't trust you. Real friends are hard to come by. Real friends with real integrity are hard to come by. Hold on to the real friends you have. It's not just about having fun. Yes, it is very, very important, because one of the best moments you can have is just hang out with your friends, you just talk a bunch of nonsense, It's one of the funnest times, I guess, we have, between guys. But I'm saying real friends in real time. You can share good times with them and they're genuinely happy for you. You can share hard times with them and they don't just dismiss you and they start talking about themselves after because they're trying to diminish what you're feeling or what you're going through, or they start talking about a problem they have to tell you, oh look, I'm going through this as well. Again, real friends are really hard to come by. These 8 realizations that I had in life, that was got me from a boy to a man. I need you to have these realizations as soon as possible. Yeah, some of them are gonna be really harsh, but that's okay. That's what it needs. Sometimes you need a harsh moments for you to transform into the person you need to be. Like, share, subscribe, let me know what you wanna know next, and I'll just make a video about it.